I've been the best of this culture. I've always put hip hop first, and I see you guys go to Ellen and Dave Letterman and Zane Lowe's and treat them with more respect than the culture. But you say you want black excellence. I'm gonna be honest. Even going to Oprah or Gail, it's trash at this point. We control our own culture. Why go outside of it? He said in, but I'm pretty sure he meant on. I'm just gonna assume that there. David Letterman is my favorite, but man, why go there or Ellen before $1 million worth of game or Joe or the champs or even Twitter shit? And so I read all of that and I go, okay, you're bitter, you're upset, but let's get down to the crux of what's going on here. You see people who you would like to interview go to different platforms and do interviews instead of doing them with you. On the surface, you go, okay, they're trying to diversify their audience. So they're already accepted in hip hop. They already do well in hip hop. Why in the hell would I go do a hip hop? Why would I do an interview on a hip hop platform? I'm trying to cross over to a mainstream platform, a daytime TV platform, a nighttime TV platform that spans further and is more diverse than your platform. That's just my initial thought. And then as I play with it a little bit more and I play with it a little bit more, everybody who says they're about black excellence are not about black excellence. They're about their own black excellence. And so many of us have been brainwashed to believe that black excellence is acceptance into white excellence. It's like, oh, I finally made it. Nigga, we made it, right? So when that is the bar that you set, you go that David Letterman is the bar, right? When you have that thought, it's like Ellen DeGeneres. Nigga, we made it. Instead of going to $1 million worth of game, the Drink Champs, Joe Budden's podcast, hell, even the Breakfast Club, even though that's not owned by us, but nonetheless, you go to these bigger platforms. But I can never knock the artist for wanting to go have more people hear their voice. And I think that's part of what Nore's missing. And Nore talks about how what he's done for the culture and how artists have treated him and this, that, and the third. And he talks about that no one's bigger than the culture. True. But what if you're trying to make your message bigger than the culture? Because if you're saying that no one's bigger than, I said that's true. That's not true. Fuck that. Beyonce's bigger than the culture. Jay-Z's bigger than the culture. Rihanna, bigger than the culture. Cardi B, now bigger than the culture. Kanye, bigger than the culture, okay? You know why? Because they're multicultural. It's not just the culture that they're a part of, right? They are part of the culture, but they also go tap into this culture and that culture and that culture. That's why they go to Letterman. That's why they go to Ellen. And everybody isn't the Jay-Z draw. Everybody's not the Beyonce draw. Everybody's not the Kanye draw that no matter where they go, they get a number, okay? So I understand where Nore's coming from, though, because I'd be like, dang, bro, y'all could come big up our platforms, right? Go talk on our platforms and give them the same information, if not more information, because guess what? These people were here with you before you had a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. They were supporting you when they were up and you were on the come up. But then I asked the question, well, who's behind them? Who's pushing the message? And you sit here and you go, oh, well, They're signed to this label, who has uh, uh, an agreement with this company, whose friend is running that company. You go, okay, it makes sense. We're all scratching each other's backs, and the artist gets what they need. They get the publicity that they need. They get the numbers that the label needs, and their friends get the hits, the interviews. I mean, the clicks, the ads, all of that stuff to get the money that they need. And you go, oh, makes sense. That's why you're banned from TV, Nori. And again, not literally banned from TV, but because what you want to happen is you want to see people who are part of the culture unionize and come together under one set of views. But the thing is, we don't have one set of views. And I can never knock somebody for trying to expand their horizons, expand their listener base by going and talking to people who are different. I think that you should go sit down with Nori. I think you should go sit down with Joe Budden. I think you should go sit down with $1 million worth of game. I enjoy those platforms. But I'm not going to knock you for going to sit down with Bill Simmons. I enjoyed Katie's conversations with Bill Simmons. I enjoyed what's my man Freddie Gibbs on Bill Simmons. I enjoyed Gucci Man on Bill Simmons, right? So to act like you can't go to places to expand what you're doing because you got to take care of the culture, I'm not with that. But what is the culture? Because when I think about what the culture is, we talk about hip hop culture and we try to blend hip hop culture with black culture, but we have to understand that everybody who is a part of black culture is not a part of hip hop culture.